You were good, son, real good. Maybe even the best.
Woo! Check it out, Casper!
Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Casper here, and today we're taking a look at the brand new Spy-cicle. So let's pull the stats up. Changed fire immunity for 3 seconds to fire immunity for 1 second and 7 seconds of afterburn immunity. Now, just a correction to this, the next day they did change this and say actually it is 10 seconds of afterburn immunity rather than 7. So it's even better than what the notes here say it is. So this works a little bit differently, and it's sort of hard to say whether this is a buff or a nerf, because before you had 3 seconds of complete fire immunity, you didn't get burnt, you didn't get afterburn, and you also didn't get hurt whilst you were inside the flames. So now you've only got 1 second of that property, but for 10 seconds after that, you cannot get caught on fire. So you can be hurt by the flames, but you can't get caught on fire. Now, unfortunately, what it doesn't mention in these notes is that this big Vaccinator bubble appears in that first second of the fire immunity. Now, this isn't mentioned in the notes, so it's possible that this is a bug. Maybe they copy and pasted the properties from the Vaccinator and somehow missed that this bubble comes up. But in all likelihood, this is probably meant to happen. And this basically makes the knife useless. It is so obvious when a Spy-cicle is destroyed because of this bubble, and it's basically then really easy to track the spy. You light them up, and they don't actually catch on fire, but the fire surrounds their whole body while they're invisible. So easy to track spies once they've done this. So yes, while overall it's probably sort of a buff, ultimately I'm going to say this is a nerf, and I honestly believe that the Spy-cicle now is almost useless, because what they've also done is, stat number 2, removed the silent killer attribute. This was the only reason I ever used the knife. I never thought, I'm getting killed too much by pyros, I better put the Spy-cicle on. I thought, I can be extra sneaky with the Spy-cicle, because people aren't going to know when I've been killing their teammates. But now they've removed that. I see no idea why they removed that. I never ever heard someone complain about, oh, Spy-cicle's too sneaky. I can never hear it. What I've found in my experience of using the Spy-cicle since it got updated is that the new survivability, so those 7 or rather 10 seconds where you're not going to get lit on fire, those are situations where you almost would have probably survived anyway. I'm going to call it about 98 times out of 100, this isn't going to make a difference to whether you survive or not. The final stat change is actually a buff, and that's that the Spy-cicle recharge timer can now be reduced by picking up ammo boxes. So this is pretty cool. I got a little clip of it here. Pay attention to the knife meter in the bottom right hand corner. So you see I pick up that medium ammo kit and it fills my knife up about a quarter. So I haven't done the actual numbers, but I'm going to say that medium ammo kit is about a quarter, a full is about a half, and then a small one is even less than a quarter. So while yes, this is cool, the chances of you actually surviving this long because of your Spy-cicle, so when you get into a position to actually get your knife back by picking up an ammo kit, are negligible. Because of what I explained a few moments ago, I feel that the times that you're going to survive anyway. Overall, I'm going to call this a nerf mainly because of that Vaccinator bubble that comes up. That makes you super obvious for the first second, and once a pyro's got you in that first second, it's really easy to track someone. You've been seeing some clips in the background, and I track people really easily when I'm playing pyro and they're using the Spy-cicle. There's been a few clips as well where I'm a spy and I'm tracked easily by these pyros, despite the fact that I've got this magical knife that's meant to help me with pyros. There is 1 or 2 instances where you can see that I managed to escape, but as I said, in the majority of those instances, I probably would have escaped without the Spy-cicle. So anyway, that's my 2 cents on it. I think if they're going to rebalance this weapon, take away that Vaccinator bubble for God's sake, and bring back the silent killer. In fact, you can get rid of the ammo box buff. I don't care about that personally. In fact, I didn't think it was that overpowered to start with. Maybe 3 seconds is a bit long, sure, bring it down to 1 second, and give the 10 seconds of afterburn immunity. That's fair enough. But the rest of it, I don't think needed changing. Anyway guys, if you got the same opinion or a differing opinion, let me know. Of course, it's all based on personal preference, and personally I think this is rubbish now. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you in the next one.